everybody in Periscope, World, Land.
Do you still need it?
No, I fixed it. I am super nervous. My throat is dry. This is my first time doing anything for like this without Kevin, and I'm like almost to tears right now because I'm so scared. Okay, so anyway, thank you. So anyway, I wanted to, I have to start. Okay, so if you have bad reception, put a 2. If you have really good reception, do a 1. And Kev normally says clap, but I didn't want to clap. I wanted you guys, you know the little girl emoji that has her hand like this? So if this is your first time in Periscope, do your little hand emoji like this. I thought that was cute anyway. Okay, so I'm getting 1, so that means you guys have good reception. No, not the hand one, the one with like this. Yeah, that one! She's everything to me. Okay, so anyway, thank you guys again so much for joining. Please invite your followers, and please give me hearts because I'm like super nervous. If you can't hear it in my voice, I am. So anyway, I wanted to start, I did a, I kind of want to go over a podcast that we did. It's episode 11 of the Love Hour podcast, and you can watch that on iTunes and SoundCloud. It's the Love Hour with Kevin and Melissa. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much again for joining me. I know I'm so nervous. My voice is shaky. So anyway, I wanted to I get a lot of questions. It's probably one of our more popular podcasts that we've done. And I kind of just detail basically my story is what it is. It's just kind of like my testimony and how I got to be and who I am today, kind of. And then from there, I thought maybe I'd take some questions, take some questions if you guys have questions for me. Especially, I get a lot of questions about makeup. I am by no means a makeup artist, but I can probably maybe point you in the right direction of some places to go. Okay, my volume is low because I talk low. Let me see if I can turn. I don't know if that's it. I'm going to talk louder. Okay, so, breathing. Okay, so, about me. So, I grew up in a very loving home. So I don't want you guys to think that my parents or anybody had anything to do with this. I really just think that I don't know, I kind of like internalize a lot of like society's norm of beauty and what it means to be pretty and what that looks like, you know, just in general. And at some point I realized I don't look like that at all. I'm a little skinny nothing with this dark chocolate brown skin, and it was really, I don't know, it took me a long time, like probably until my late 20s, 27 years old or so, to really become really comfortable with this body that I was given, this chocolate skin, this face, this everything about me. It took me a long time to kind of like, you know, get used to, I'll talk louder, to really just accept who I am. I hope that makes sense. So this is just kind of like my journey and how I came to that point. Again, I mean, at one time after that episode came out, I was getting like emails and inboxes and DMs and Twitter, all these different things. I got an overwhelmingly positive response. And so I wanted to kind of do it again for the podcast and talk about the first campaign in detail. So basically, I started campaigns. So this is kind of what kick-started off. So Kevin wanted to go on a date a few years ago. And I looked through my closet and I realized I had church clothes and work clothes. Neither of which I wanted to wear on a date with my husband. Like, I just didn't want to do it. And so, I don't know, it got me really thinking, like, this isn't who I want to be. This isn't okay. sorry, I'm dropping papers. When I'm going out on a date with my husband, I don't want to be in like work slacks, and I don't want to be in a skirt down to my knees. Like, that's not what I want to do when I want to be, when I want to go out on a date with my husband. So at the time, What Not to Wear was a show on TLC. It was really popular, and I love that show. They used to talk about like having work clothes and, event clothing and date night clothing, and I realized I didn't have that. And so I kick-started my first campaign, and it was called Get Sexy / You're Worth It. And during this hotel, yeah, it was a great show, like Stacy and like whatever the other guy's name is that I can't remember. Clinton. I think his name was Clinton. I just really love that show. So anyway, I started my campaigns. It was a 2-part campaign. It was called Get Sexy / You're Worth It. And I was really thinking about this last night and even this morning, and I realized kind of in retrospect, it wasn't intentional at the time, but in retrospect, it was really an inside out campaign. It was a campaign where I literally, and when I say literally, I do mean like literally out of my mouth, I used to have to tell myself I was worth it. I get so emotional. Every time I get on Periscope, I'm crying. Okay. I used to have to look in the mirror and tell myself, oh, I hate crying. I'm such a crybaby. It's always nice when I do this with Kevin, because he always has a funny moment, and then it helps me like hold back my tears. And now I'm out here by myself, and tears are gonna flow, and I worked really hard to like get this makeup look together, and I'm gonna ruin it. Okay, so anyway, so the first campaign was my Get Sexy / You're Worth It campaign. And in this campaign, I, again, literally changed myself from the inside out. I'm sorry if I'm low. I'm like trying to talk louder, but I naturally talk low, so I'm so sorry. Okay, so what I did was like literally told myself that, I was worth it. I was worth. Oh, I don't want to cry. Okay. Looked in the mirror, told myself I was worth. I was worth the time it took to get up in the morning and fix my hair. I was worth it to wake up an extra 10 minutes and do my makeup, and to put on a nice outfit, and to stay in the house all day, have no plans for the day, and still get up and do those things. Literally, I had to tell myself I'm worth it. Like, I can't hear. I'm sorry. So I literally, am I too low? Am I too low? Can you guys give like ones if I'm too low? Because I'll talk louder. I'll try to talk louder. Maybe I'll drink some water and it'll help me like clear my throat. Okay. I'm getting a few ones. Someone said move closer. Okay, can you hear me better now? Okay, so basically that was the first part. Literally telling myself, looking in the mirror, literally, and I mean literally, looking at myself in the mirror and telling myself, Melissa, you're worth this. You're worth doing these extra things. Especially as moms, as women, we take on so many other characteristics. We take on or other roles. We take on being a wife. We take on being a coworker. We take on being a mom, a sister. Like, we take on so many roles, and we forget that we're a woman too. Like, and I know I don't want to make you cry. I'm sorry. You forget that, and you forget that being a woman, there's something to be said about feeling good about yourself. Far too many times I have, before walked outside looking a hot mess, saw somebody I knew and was so embarrassed, because you don't want people to see you when your hair look like who done it and why, your outfit's not cute. Like, that's for me anyway. It was embarrassing, and like, I can do better. Like, don't judge my life because I look a hot mess right now. And you don't want to feel like that. So you have to, like, I had to tell myself, Melissa, if you don't like that feeling, and I don't like this feeling, then you're worth getting up in the morning and doing better. Yes, you're worth that. Your work, we, especially as moms, we go into the store, you see a cute outfit for your baby and you buy it, no questions asked. I can see my baby in this, it's cute, that red is gonna pop against his skin, like this is gonna be, I'm gonna buy him some new shoes, it's gonna be cute. And then we go in the store for ourselves and we don't feel the same about ourselves. We don't wanna go and buy the cute outfit that we really do think we would look good in, but we don't feel that we're worth spending that money. Our kids they're always worth it. But we have to remind ourselves we're worth it too. I mean, really. And that was something I had to tell myself. Yes, Melissa, it was a mind renewal. I'm so churchy. I don't know if I could say that. But it really was like a really like renewing of my mind and how I felt about myself. Reminding myself, again, just to be a little churchy, I taught Sunday school for a while at my church in Washington, and we studied being fearfully and wonderfully made. And I guess when you really dive deep into what that means, it's a masterpiece. And God thinks of you, all of us, as a masterpiece. And when you think, and I get emotional thinking about that too, when I think about a masterpiece, you think about the time and effort, and when you're done, you're proud of it. Everything is perfect. It's just what you wanted. And when you think about God created you as a masterpiece, like, I don't know, you really start thinking like, why don't I like this skin? God created me this way for a reason, and he loves everything about me. Everything about me. And I had to tell myself, I'm a masterpiece, and I am worth everything I want to do and give to myself. So anyway, yeah, it was a whole long, like, it was a really, renewal of the mind, how I thought about myself, what I saw in the mirror, things that I wanted to change, but instead of focusing on those, like, don't get it twisted, I can give you a whole list of things I wish I could change about myself. But the things that I like about myself are the things that I try to focus on. Those are the things that I try to, just really hone in on, because I can't, there's nothing, listen, I only got this body, that's all God gave me. So, I mean, there's no point in going through life hating it. You might as well learn to love it. And that was, again, just part of this whole the You're Worth It campaign for me, and what I had to do to really just like what I saw. I mean, you don't think of, at least for me, in a traditional sense of beauty and what beauty is and what being pretty is. I don't always think of a dark-skinned, short African-American woman. And that would be everything that I am. Short, dark-skinned woman. Like, it's just not always the image of beauty that comes to mind. And so I had to, and I would look at, whoever I thought was pretty, and I would look at people that I wish I had. So look at people with the attributes I wish I had. I hope that makes sense. So, and no shade to, if you're a light-skinned woman, I'm not shading you, because I know plenty of light-skinned women and they're beautiful. If you're a white woman, I know plenty of white women that are beautiful. I'm not throwing shade at anybody. It's just about my journey and accepting, this skin. So I literally had to stop looking at those people that didn't look like me and look at people who did look like me that I thought were beautiful, and look to them and say, no, this skin can be pretty too. Yeah, this skin can. So I started looking at the Kelly Rowland. If you know anything about me, you know I love Kelly Rowland. Like, she was the first person that I, going through this campaign, and I was like, I love her. She is beautiful. She's skinny. Like, she wears a short cut. Like, I love she's dark skinned. Like, I love everything about her. And that was, that helped me. Looking at Gabrielle Union, I love Gabrielle. She's so funny, and I just love everything about her too. I had to start looking at these people that look like me and say, no, this skin, change what I thought the definition of beauty was. And it could be, a dark-skinned woman. So that was the first part of my campaign. So I'm going to stop crying now, because that is over. I hope I helped somebody. So that was the first part. The second part, so again, it was an inside out campaign. Again, I didn't know that then, but just kind of thinking about it, it really was like, changing myself from the inside out. So after I kind of went through this, purging process and shedding all these tears and all this other kind of crazy stuff, I went through a Get Sexy campaign. So, and it was basically, they were kind of tied together. And this was the outside. I changed my entire wardrobe because, I don't know, when you grow up in the church, I feel like the style is like to dress like a missionary, even when you're like 25 years old. Like, you just want to be like, I don't know. There's no shade if you're like PAW and you like wearing the long skirts and modesty is your thing. I'm not shading you at all because there's nothing wrong with modesty. I am a modest woman as well. However, when I'm on a date night, I don't want to look like a missionary all the time. I don't want to wear a skirt down to my knees. I don't want to wear tennis shoes. I don't want to wear a t-shirt. Like, I want to like look like I'm on a date with my husband because, can I say hoe? Because folks in the street, I don't know if I can say hoe, so I'm not going to say hoe because I didn't just say hoe. But the women in the street, they don't care that you're married. So they look like however they want to look. And your husband, being a man, because he's just a man, as hard as he may try to keep his eyes focused on you, if there's a booty cheek hanging out, his eyes just might, and I'm not one to wear booty shorts. However, I do want to look, I want to keep my husband's attention. And so I went through and like purged my entire wardrobe. Holiness is still right. Purged my wardrobe, just went through a complete overhaul. What I liked, I started, and I'm such a like, a student of stuff. I started like, I don't know, there's a science and then there's like a magic to things. So putting an outfit together, there's a science to it, and some people are like super matchy, and I was like, I don't want to be like just matchy. I want to like have style. I want to like, so I went through that, learning and looking at outfits and just different ideas. And then I went through a makeup stage, and it started off again just as part of my You're Sexy campaign, but now it's like a legit hobby. Like, people always talk about my makeup collection. Kev showed it once before, and it's because I really have like maybe small aspirations to be a makeup artist, but not like a makeup artist, but just like a really good normal makeup like regular person. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I went through all of that, and that's basically, and there's still, it's funny because I still have moments where I can remember that, yes, I got up this morning, I did my makeup, and I was like feeling really cute, but then like I see comments coming across here, and that person that was, that I once was, and I'm still trying to like overcome, she comes out sometimes. And I can't, like, I'm scared to, do certain things. Even doing this, it was such a big deal for me because Kevin's always by my side. And I don't know, he's like my security blanket. Oh, crying again. And so, just going through all of this, it was, it was a lot. Anyway, the whole point of that was to just kind of, again, tell you guys my journey, how I got to where I am today, and ultimately, my goal would be that I help somebody. If you are, where I was, where I'm still, trying to get up out of, I know I hate crying though. I'm such a crybaby. I'm crying in front of y'all people. I don't even know y'all. That's like weird. Anyways, I really hope that I'm helping, if you're a woman and you feel like, you're in a slump, you feel like you can't, you just don't like what you see in the mirror, you don't like who you are, you don't like, you look in the mirror and there's more things that you can wish you could change versus things that, you like and you can accept about yourself. I really hope that I've helped somebody, maybe kickstart their own campaigns of, the Spirit of a Wife. They're actually really good Instagram page that I follow, and they post little things, but she started a campaign. I can't think of the name of it, but she tagged me in it on Twitter. Follow them. Someone else that I follow started a Step Up Your Step Out campaign. I love that. I was like, why didn't I think of that? So anyway, those were different things that I did to help myself and to help me, just be better about or feel better about who I am in this body that I'm in, and all those different type of things. So again, my ultimate goal is just, I hope I help somebody. That's ultimately, what I would like to do, is help somebody kind of start their own journey and to, feel better about who they are, recognizing that they're fearfully and wonderfully made, recognizing that what that means beyond that, because that's powerful in and of itself, but it's even more powerful to hear that you're a masterpiece, I don't know, it's something that really just struck with me, struck a chord with me. So yeah, I really, 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 really hope that I help somebody. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm looking over my notes. When I did this, when I started this, I had 3 campaigns, and Kev wants me to kind of go over in detail like this on each of them. So the first one was what we just did, the Get Sexy / You're Worth It campaign. Then I did a Sex Me Over campaign. That's another episode. And then I did a Better Me campaign with Child. Girl, listen, I still need to work on the Better Me campaign because I don't like working out, and I don't like waking up in the morning. So we're still going to work on that. So anyway, that is all that I have. I think I was going to take a few questions. I think I've been on for like 25 minutes. I think I started around 10. So if you have some questions about anything, I'm happy. I hope I helped you, Danielle. Please, I can't make any promises that I will come back on because I get so scared and so nervous, and like I can't be crying. Listen, I can't be crying every Sunday. This is too emotional. Like thinking about all of that, and it's really emotional. It's really personal. It really is my journey. I'm not speaking from like head knowledge. This is like a very personal process that I went through. If you want to hear this episode without all the tears, listen to episode 11 on the podcast, which again is on SoundCloud or iTunes, and you can listen to it there without all the tears. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the words of encouragement. My friends, Shari and Sharice, I think they're in here. They have encouraged me to do this. My husband has encouraged me. My father-in-law has encouraged me to do this. I'm such a scaredy cat, so I'll try to do better, but I make no promises. Any questions? Did I miss any? What's the name of the podcast? The Love Hour with Kevin and Melissa on iTunes and SoundCloud. Did you answer what it's like being married to KevOnStage? I love being married to Kevin Fredericks, except when he makes me mad and he wants to be funny, and I don't want him to be funny. What's the name of the... Finish your question. Yes, you can email me. Just email Kev at KevOnStage@gmail.com. Yeah, I agree with you. Naturalista, I think that's what that says. I did feel guilty. Someone was asking, do I feel guilty doing things for myself? I did. And I don't know where that comes from. I don't know why we as women feel bad about taking care of ourselves. We will go above and beyond for our kids, like above and beyond for our husbands, above and beyond for everybody else. But when it comes to ourselves, we feel guilty. I bind that spirit of guilt, because honestly, when you feel better, you're a better wife, mother. And then this is the other thing, and it kind of leads into the Sex Me Over campaign. When you feel better about yourself and you feel more confident, it will naturally lead to more confidence in the bedroom with your husband. So you have to it's all intertwined. You really have to break that spirit of guilt, man. That's serious business. You have to do it for yourself. You have to do it for yourself. You absolutely, you have to do it for yourself. It's so important. You are not, I have something in my eye. You are not the bottom of the barrel. You are not the least of these. Like, no, take care of yourself. Take care. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that you are worth it. Tell yourself you are worth it. Whatever. I'm going to go out. I'm going to buy myself an outfit. I'm not going to buy my kids not now one thing because they got a closet full of stuff anyway. And be okay with that. Like, you are worth that. Yes, child?
Can you open?
Give it here. So seriously, don't feel guilty. I don't even know how I work through that, but that's what I'm going to encourage you to do, is just not feel guilty. Any more questions? I don't want to just be wasting your time. You're welcome. Anything else? Everything kind of stopped, so I don't know if that's on me or if y'all ain't got nothing else to say. I want to know how you... Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's true. When he being funny, opening the yes, because you still got to be a mama. I think that's it. What's the easiest thing to buy for yourself? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? It depends, because really, right now, my makeup addiction is real, y'all. Y'all should really, like, pray for me. So I will go to like CVS and be like, oh, I should buy some lotion, but let me also stop down the makeup aisle. Like, it's so serious. So that's real. That's something real for me. But I mean, you don't have to go to Macy's and buy an expensive pair of shoes. Like, you can go to Ross and buy a cute outfit. Like, legit. Like, you can go anywhere. So it's not about the money or anything. I don't know that I'm answering your question. I'm kind of rambling. Oh yeah, makeup. What's your question? Listen, I'm not a makeup artist. However, I can point you in the right direction. And my friend Deandra Giselle is doing wake up to makeup tutorials on every weekday, Monday through Friday from, I think it's 7 to 7:30. They've been really, really, really good. So you should definitely check her out if you're looking for makeup tutorials. Some of my favorites, Makeup Geek on YouTube. I am not a makeup artist. Makeup Geek on YouTube is phenomenal if you're trying to like maybe get into makeup. Makeup Geek is phenomenal. She's like one of my all-time favorites. She's a white girl, but as far as like solid technique is concerned, like eyeshadow 101, foundational basics, get these brushes, try this eyeshadow. Like, she's phenomenal. Like, I just absolutely adore her. For brown skin girls, I love like a few different people. You have to email me and I can send them over to you. You Love Megs is one of my favorites. I want her to be my friend. She's like super, super cute and funny and spunky. Jackie Aina is really good. Jaclyn Hill is really good. She's a white girl, so she's good for like techniques and stuff. I like to look at people with my similar skin complexion, so I know what the colors will look like. But Jaclyn Hill, no shade to her though, because she's phenomenal. She's a great artist too. So yeah, is that it? I feel like that's it. Okay, if there are no more questions, yes, I don't know her name, but Nitrob, whoever said that, I love her, and she's super spunky too. Okay, I think that's it. I don't want to cut y'all off, but I don't want to waste y'all time either. So I'm gonna give y'all, I think these questions are disappearing. Yeah, if you really have makeup, Liz or Miss KevOnStage, Melissa, it doesn't matter. I'll answer to all. Yeah, okay. So I think that's it. I don't see any other questions. Thank you all so much for, let's wait. I'm waiting. I don't know. This is moving slow. Is it moving slow for y'all, or is it just me? That question disappeared. A good question came up. Can you do it again, Shari? I didn't see it. All the questions are disappearing. How do you maintain your identity while being married? Listen, that's a whole separate podcast, because that was something that was it was very hard for me being married to KevOnStage, who is such a huge like personality in and of itself, like beyond being KevOnStage. Kevin Fredericks is just like a huge person. Like he's just a big personality to deal with. So it took me a long time to like, you know, kind of come into my own. So I'll do a podcast on that and kind of, I got to think about things that I did. And then I think I'll answer that because I actually do think that's an important question. And it is something that I struggled with a lot. Can you send that to me as a question to KevOnStage@gmail.com so I don't forget? I sent in my application. Oh, okay. I know who that is. Okay, I think that's it. Did I miss anything? Going once, going twice. I feel like Periscope is tripping for me because things are stuck. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Again, thank you guys so much for joining. If all hearts and minds are cleared, I really, really hope that I help somebody. Like legit, that is like seriously through the tears. I really like genuinely hope that I help somebody. So you guys have a great Sunday. Enjoy your afternoon. I got projects to do with my children. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
No.
Say bye, Joe.
Bye, wait. First, ask your son if you watch my show.
Because Joey has a podcast because he's not scared. All right. Thank you, guys.
And don't watch Isaiah's.
Oh, shoot. Swipe down to stop.
Bye.
Oh, I don't think that stopped. I think that... Why did they make this so difficult? Oh, I'm still on.